Last week I was looking through YouTube and I came across this channel that did something really cool. She took a previous haul video and she did a what sold from that haul. And I thought I would try doing that today. So hi everyone, my name is Leanna. I am a full-time reseller. And just to give credit where credit is due, the channel that I got that idea from is going to be linked down below. The name is Ilana Swan, and I'm probably mispronouncing her first name, so I'm sorry about that. But I did want to give credit to the idea because it's not mine from my brain. Okay, so I thought this was a really cool idea. I picked this haul because it's coming up to the 2-month mark that the items have been listed. Getting there. We're the next couple weeks. So I thought that was good because now it's decision time. If they've been listed for a couple of months on Poshmark, they can be relisted, and they count as a new one, and I can decide whether I gotta tweak titles or prices or whatever. Okay, so to recap the haul. 15 items were presented to you. I did keep one of the items for personal use, and one item has not been listed yet. Why has that item not been listed yet? Am I lazy? Well, yeah, a little bit, but they are a pair of Reselling boots that I picked up, and the tops, if you're familiar with Reselling, a lot of them have this top sort of, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's sort of furry, and I want to comb it down and make it prettier, and I need to bring a comb to the office because that's where they're sitting, and I keep forgetting to bring the comb. So I have to be more organized, and if I had a comb sitting at the office, I'd have more Reselling boots listed because I think there's another like 2 or 3 pairs sitting there waiting for the same treatment. So this is something that I really need to work on this week and actually get my button gear and get them listed. Okay, so we're down to 13 items that were listed, thank goodness. And out of those, 5 sold. Well, 4.5 sold, and I'll get to that in a minute. We're going to go through the items that are still listed that are not selling, and we're going to talk about why they're not selling and what I'm going to do about it. So the first one is this little Roots bag, which honestly I picked up because it weighs nothing. I probably didn't even spend $1 on it. It's crossbody. It would be very useful for anybody. And it was Roots. I like the brand. So right now on Posh Canada, there's no likes. And on Posh US, there's 2 likes. I have them listed for $27, I have it listed for $27 on Posh US. So I'm going to send out offers this week to see if anybody will grab that. Otherwise, I'm going to be tweaking that price because it seems a little high to me. The next item is this Louisa Hahn purse. This is a really nice sort of vintage purse. It is hard-sided, but it's got that saddlebag look to it. And it's got likes on both Posh Canada and Posh US, so that again will be getting offers sent out. The next item are these UGG boots, and you know what? They look really distressed, but they're in good shape. And I thought either the distressing was on purpose or it actually just goes with the style. And I do have likes on both Posh Canada and Posh US, so that is an offer situation right there. The next item is Madewell shoes, and it's not really the season for these, so I'm not expecting these to sell anytime soon. But again, they have likes on both Poshmark Canada and Posh US, and it doesn't have any watchers or any views actually on eBay though. The next pair of shoes, these are all shoes too, except for the couple of purses, but next shoes, the Steve Madden glitter shoes. So these ones are interesting. I have glitter all over the place, so they're actually stored in a bag so the glitter doesn't get everywhere, and the glitter is coming off, so they're not in 100% great condition. Poshmark Canada, no interest whatsoever, but on Posh US there's 6 likes. So for me, that means that should be, send out an offer and just see what I can get, because they were fairly light. I didn't pay a lot of money for them. I think actually in the video, my cost per item ended up being $2.73, I want to say. The next item are these Vans. They have a galaxy print. And you know what? They're listed on both Posh Canada, Posh US with absolutely no attention whatsoever. So this definitely is a listing that I need to look at and maybe get better keywords, better pictures, whatever. It's one of the ones that definitely I'm earmarking to be relisted. The next one are these soft mock slippers, moccasins. These ones have a lot of likes, 9 on Canada and 4 on US. So these are another ones that I'm going to send out some offers on this week. The next one and the last one are another pair of Vans. The green sort of old school type look. 5 likes on Posh Canada and 1 on Posh US. So with these, with the offers, the likers and whatever, I'm going to send out offers this week. Whether I do it today or I do it Wednesday or Thursday, I'm not sure yet. I'm going to send out some pretty aggressive offers just to see if they do not sell with those offers. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to probably delete and just relist completely. I'm not going to wait for the 60 days in order to use the copy feature. I want to be proactive. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to just delist and then relist the whole thing all over again. Tweak prices, look at my keywords, look at my photos, all that kind of stuff. So now what did sell, because that's why we get so excited, right? Okay, so yeah, like I said, 4.5 have sold. Number 1 is this red monkey baseball hat that I picked up at the bins. It sold for $30 on Poshmark Canada. I was ecstatic about this one selling because I kind of went out of my comfort zone picking it up. But when I picked it, it was like, oh, this seems really cool. It had like little metal tags and stuff, so I liked it. The next thing that sold is this belt. It was one of those over-the-shoulder type belts that are sort of on trend. This one sold really fast, and it sold for $30 US, which I was really happy at. Because if we took each individual item and their weight, this weighed very little. So it didn't cost me very much. The next thing that sold were these Stuart Weitzman boots. They had some scuffing around the toes and that, so cosmetically they had some issues. But they sold for $70 US, and I was very happy with that. Because again, I'm not into these for more than $3. The last pair of boots that did sell were the black Stuart Weitzman over the knee. I was so pleased. So these boots, they sold for $212 Canadian. I had them listed for $250. Somebody sent me a $50 offer. So normally I would probably just ignore that offer because that's really low in my books. But I countered, and I countered, I believe, at 200, thinking, you know what, if we end up sort of at 150, 170, I'm going to be ecstatic because I know I'm not into them for very much. But no, they didn't want that and whatever. So I was like, no, we're not selling them. And like a couple of days later, somebody sent me a $212 offer. And I could not hit accept fast enough because it was like, yes, thank you very much. The last item that kind of sold are these Fry boots. Now, the Fry boots were not in the greatest condition. They had some heel issues. So I did sell them for $66 US, and I was happy with that. But this is where the story gets going. I was happy. I sold the boots. I sent them off, or so I thought. The customer got the boots and said, just so you know, there is one Fry boot and one Timberland boot in the box. And I was like, oh no. Oh no, I sent the wrong shoe. They're similar looking, a little tiny bit of my defense here. But honestly, I made a huge mistake by sending her one boot of one pair and like, oh my God. So I apologized, of course. I tried to see if we could, each get a label so that I could send her the proper boot and she could send me the boot that was wrong. But no, Poshmark wasn't going to do that, and that's up to them. So I said, okay, she had to open a case. She did that. Yep, totally my fault. Let's get this going. She sent me the boots back. I updated my address, my return address on Poshmark like a month and a half ago. And I don't know what happened, but she ended up sending it to the old address, so they got returned to her. And I was like, oh my God, these boots, they're the bane of my existence. Knowing that the first mistake was mine. I'm taking total responsibility for it. So she messaged me and said, hey, the boots came back to me. Did you move? And I said, no, and I changed my address, whatever. So I said I would contact Posh, find out what's going on. So I emailed Poshmark, and really what I should have done is brought them into the conversation of the messages, hindsight. I emailed them, put the order number in the first line, told them what was going on, asked what our next steps would be. They emailed me back. It took them like a day and a half to email me back to say, oh, we looked at your account, we can't find these boots. What's the order number? Pissed me off. I was like, this is the order number. It was in the first line of the previous email. Like, get your shit in gear, guys. Fine. I was actually really mad about this because it's a simple solution and yet they were oblivious. So that's fine. Then I hear nothing else. And late last night, they sent me an email, not a reply to my previous email, just a totally separate email to say, hey, the boots got returned to the buyer. You need to update your address, do it here, and we've refunded the buyer, but we've released your funds. And I was like, wait a minute. Okay, that's fine, but I updated my address months ago, and I double checked it a few days ago. And does this mean I don't get my boots back? Because if I don't get the boots back, it means that I have lost 2 boots. Again, my fault to begin with, but I want my boots back. So I don't know what's happening there. I did just message the buyer to say, okay, I'm a little confused because does this mean they didn't send you a label? Because I kind of want my boots back. Or, what can we do about it? So that's up in the air. So I got my funds for the boots. So they kind of sold, but they didn't really sell. And it was my mistake. I'm taking full responsibility for that mistake. I sent out the wrong thing because I was not paying attention. So the customer has been fabulous and wonderful, so I'm not mad about this customer. I am upset that she didn't get the boots she wanted, and it's been this sort of runaround ever since. So we will see what happens there. But that is what is sold from that haul, so if I just do the complete math, 30, 60, 130, $342, not including the $66 for the Fry boots. That was the sales on that haul so far, and I still have 8 items left to go. So I enjoyed that. I will take that. I'm glad that they're sort of selling within the 2 months, and that's a really good, it's a good way to go forward. That is about it. We are doing all sorts of things this week. I did do another Whatnot sale and learned a lot from it, which was good. For some reason, Posh US has exploded this past weekend, and sales were way back up to normal, which I was very pleased with. Posh Canada actually had a few sales as well. Again, I'm very happy with that. We will be playing another Whatnot. I'm just not sure where. I know where, when, or what it's going to be. We're thinking about doing some baseball caps because we have them. And that way Paul can be more involved, which is a really good thing. But that's it. Today is Monday, and I've got to get to the office and get some sorrels photographed and fixed up and ready to go. So that is it for today. I hope everybody has a fantastic week. If you like this content, please give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I've reached a milestone of 500 subscribers, so thank you very much and welcome everyone. I will see you guys later in the week. Bye!